So, peace and blessings, everybody. We here. We here. This is Awareness Academy 411 with your girl, Wendy Zizzo. We got Kirk the Jerk up here. Got Nappy Red here.
Salute.
And, we here to just give some good old information and keep you entertained while we entertain ourselves. It's definitely good to be with you guys again. Y'all missed y'all. How
Yeah.
was y'all week?
Working, tired, but I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
grateful.
living. I came in the house and I just went straight and got a coma. I was like knocked out.
Nice. That's good to hear. Good. You got some rest. Now it's definitely been a long, interesting day, but it's Friday. I'm happy. I could be a big girl tonight. So definitely want to. Well, it's like the older you get, and I'm not trying to say I'm old, but the older you get, the more one you could appreciate sleep, and two, you got to get up man early, so you be going to bed early. Like
That's true.
it just is what it
Yeah, that's
is.
a fact.
People like, oh, you old because you go to sleep early. Like, nah, I wake up earlier than you. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
You know, for real.
Yeah,
Like, people be just rolling out of bed. I'm out the house already. Like, what you talking about?
yeah,
But either
yeah.
way, so there's a lot of interesting current events going on.
Yeah,
Between
I missed all of it.
great
So
debates. You missed it all. You missed the
I missed
great
it all.
debate.
So I need the update.
You need the update.
I
So
need the
we
update.
I
got
could go
the
for a
first
puppy sandwich.
update. The first update is the debate between
She
the
walked him.
right and the left, the right wing and the left wing,
Uh,
and in the middle we got a turkey.
oh my god.
Yeah, this shit is hilarious. I
But
can't.
and I was telling my friends too. I was like, my friends that's Trump supporters. I really don't support either side. I support whatever my interest is. And right now, I'm leaning on the Democrat side because they support my interest because I'm a union worker, and they support union. They're gonna give my union my job some money. So that's my insight. I can't speak for everybody else, but for
He's like,
mine,
I bucks. Well, I mean, yeah, it's
I'm
nice to
in it.
have more
I'm
money
trying
in
to be
your pocket,
employed.
but the
Yeah.
problem is they can put more money in your pocket, but the problem is the shit keep going up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like every time you turn around, you're like, "Ooh, I got a little extra in my pocket. This just went up. That went up.
Mm-hmm.
This goes up." It's like, can I ever get a break? Like I was looking at the stats of what the just the housing prices alone from 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
It's a dramatic change, and it's like 5 years ago, somebody making 65,000 could afford a house.
Yup.
Now you make 65,000, you could barely afford a condo. Like
Yeah.
seriously,
Yeah.
That's true.
it's like they just keep moving the goalposts. So yeah, we need more money, but no, realistically, we need our economy to act right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear that the feds are over here looking into that the housing prices were inflated due to AI. Like there was some type of software that all management places are using all around the United States, and AI is the reason why everything went up because it started putting like the dumbest stats together, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why everything just started going up, including rent prices. You know,
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the private equity firms,
oh
unfortunately,
my god, they're the worst.
and fortunately, the question, what bothers me when they was sitting there asking, giving Kamala Harris these tough questions, not on the debate but just in general, they will never ask Donald Trump those questions. And and
They
all it
have
is
to ask him. This is the thing, though. They're supposed to ask him, and he's supposed to know how to answer them.
he don't know, but he don't know. Here's the thing. When he was calling, the reason why the debate went so bad for him, not so much because she killed him, is the fact that he kept on calling her dumb all the time. And the stupid thing about it is, if anybody believe that, they stupid. You tell about a prosecutor dumb, somebody that went to college for all these years,
Ooh,
got a doctorate, passed the bar exam. You try to say they dumb? You try to think they're not gonna be able to talk? Show me a lawyer that don't know how to talk. I know lazy lawyers that don't do their job, but show me a lawyer that don't know how to communicate. They got all that education in them. You think they don't know how to
absolutely. They're
talk?
well articulated at
You
that.
think they know how they will articulate with the English language way
For
better than the
real.
average person. Why? Because their job is to get you through loopholes if they're a defense attorney. So in order for them to be that good, they have to go to school for these years.
I mean,
So
but
for to
listen,
call her dumb is stupid.
it's
That
just
was
like
dumb.
it's you know what it is? It's just like say if I'm on TikTok or any social media platform and I'm arguing with a guy, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is factual and correct.
Mhm.
He'll start attacking my character, my how I look, or oh, you probably got 10 baby daddies or something. Like, just starts throwing all these different cliches at me because I'm a black woman. You know what I mean? Like, just all this bullshit. I'm like, you know why? Because you can't match my intellect. So the only thing that you can do is now try to attack other things. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best you got. And it's the same type of dynamic with Camilla and Trump. Trump can't match her intellect. So now he gotta go after other shit. Talk shit. Oh, I don't know what she is. Is she black? Is she? Listen,
I'd
this
be
that
crying,
woman
though.
got melanin in her skin. She black. And I think if people were more educated on where the term black even derived from, everybody would want to be black. Real
Facts.
talk. Like, black derives from thousands and thousands of years ago, and it did not mean race. It meant the very color, like what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Like, if you look out in the sky at night, what color is out there?
Like Buddha, like when Buddha come, everybody know Buddha originally come from Africa, not India. And
Yeah,
Buddha is
he had
called,
little Bentu knots.
and the word Buddha is actually it's called the black one. Everything resembles black, even more. And when you look at it and when you break it down and translate it, it's considered
Yeah, it's
black
black.
too. All that is
Absolutely.
black, and it's funny how that's considered black.
Somebody said Donald Trump just showed us why he and the ancestors are from the mountains of the Caucasus.
Caucasus.
Yo, just saying that earlier. From the top of the mountains of the Caucasus of Caucasus. And the ones that are supporting him were also at the top of the mountain of the Caucasus of Caucasus.
Stupid.
Seriously. Like, listen, the people, especially the black people that support him, I get that you're mad and you're angry about the government and the country is XYZ and all these different things, but that's just not the route to go to get the changes you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, we can't follow Massa anymore. We have to start.
Gotta leave Massa. I don't want Massa no more.
A nationwide Tulsa. You know what I mean? Like, when Tulsa was popping back before it got burnt the hell down. If we did that all across the United States, all black people got together, put our money together, you should learn something from Jewish people. And I ain't no anti-Semitic when I'm saying we should learn something from them because they got their shit together.
They know they very strategic though. They got help, but they was.
But you got to also say we had our shit before the Jews.
Well, of course. I mean,
we had that already there and everything until they destroyed it and made us like this now. Like,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you're right. You're absolutely right. Back in the 40s and 50s,
we definitely had it. Yeah, we had it.
Well, this is the thing too, and I wish every person of African descent can hear me when I say this. If there wasn't something amazing about you, why would they keep trying to break you down?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can understand, like, listen, just think of and I look at when I was in Egypt, I'm looking at these pyramids. I'm just not even just the pyramids. I'm looking at everything, the temples, the statues. Go to the museum and just look at like the Museum of Natural History. They have stuff there too in Manhattan. You know what I mean? Like, go to museums and just see Egyptian art and their statues. And if you look at it, these people knew who and what they are, and the shit that they were able to accomplish for thousands of years before any type of bullshit came in. Like, I was saying this to you earlier, Kurt, how if you think about it, like, James Earl Jones just passed away. That's the other thing going on.
God rest his
James
soul,
Earl
man.
Jones, Fat Man Scoop, and Frankie Beverly. We had our three. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to all the legends. But so James Earl Jones was 93, right? So let's just say 100. Say people, if everybody lived to 100, that's 10 people back to back to back to back. That's 1,000 years, right? and just look at what these people accomplished in their time that they were here. You know what I mean? Now, if we took the time to truly nurture ourselves and to get our minds together, and we start coming together and put together these ideas, you know what I mean? Like over each lifetime, and keep passing that knowledge on the next lifetime, like we could change shit in a few 100-year-old people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
that's
but
true.
Man, oh man, and somebody even said because they're afraid of our mind. Yeah, well, they know who and what we are, but we don't.
We don't know. Everybody know who we are.
Like,
But everybody know who we are, but we don't know.
Like, why else would they be trying to break you down if they didn't know you were so damn big and great? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like,
they keep us dumb. They keep us dumb and blind.
Dumb down.
And
they do it with the music. They do it with the freaking music. Oh, and the other thing going on too, Lil Wayne is upset that he's not opening for the Super Bowl. First of all, the Super Bowl halftime show being Kendrick, I'm laughing my ass off for the sake of Drake is getting no break. Drake gets no break. Like that was like the best thing I seen about it. And then everything coming about Wayne. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a Wayne fan to a degree. I would not want to see him performing on Super Bowl. I'm sorry. He
looks sick. No disrespect, but he look a little sick, man.
He's always looked a little sick. Yeah. Like I remember when he was that's what I'm saying. Like I was a Drake fan to a degree. Like I don't know, sometime in the early, no, not the early 2000s, like 20.
I never was a Drake fan.
Nah.
No. Oh, my bad. But no, Drake. What I like about Drake is his versatility. You know what I mean? Like he was able to cross over from just hip hop to singing. He went into the Afrobeat type of vibe and all that. Like I can appreciate, and Drake he's talented in that regard. But I know he's not writing his own stuff. Kendrick is a writer. Kendrick is a true MC. He's a true hip hop artist. You know what I mean? And
yeah. Drake is an entertainer. That's it.
Yes, Drake is definitely an entertainer.
Just like Puffy, an entertainer. He's not a spitter or none of that. So
people was trying to dance like Puffy too back in the days. Remember when he has a little corny dance?
Upside down.
Mm-hmm. And it was the corny people that was trying to dance like him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wanted to wear Adidas jumpsuit because of Puffy, because his jumpsuits.
Puffy was when it came to fashion and like what made Biggie so big was when he put him in suits.
Yeah.
I mean, when he started making gangsters look like gentlemen in that regard, because that's what they used to look like, But when he brought that back, that really helped Biggie's image, because that made him look even more wealthy. And
Puppy's like an A&R dude. Like he's a dude that
he's an artist development.
If you own a production company, you want him to be A&R and scout the talent, because nobody can say anything about Puffy when it comes to this. You know that he's the best when it comes to like finding talent, because all those groups, even though he screwed them over or alleged, I can still say, but he bought. Well, some of it maybe, I don't know.
He just lost $100 million suit for raping this producer. Like, come on.
That is wild, though. But I know what I think
one of the girls from Danity Kane is coming out too.
He don't. But you remember he took a page out of 50 Cent. All his money is all like they're gonna get millions from him. They're gonna get 100 million. All his money is already. Remember, he already departed from the company.
These lawsuits.
Yo, Puff Daddy got his money in the Cayman Islands somewhere. They're gonna have to find that in order to get the money from him.
He ain't gonna be left with what he used to have. I know that for sure.
But he still think about it. He was worth $1 billion. All right, so he gonna end up walking away with at least a couple of $100 million by everything. And he gonna probably live in another country. He probably gonna move with Russell Simmons and hang out with him.
Yeah, he gonna be showing Russell Simmons and and what's his name? That played Forrest Gump. Hank. What's his name?
Oh, Tom Hanks. Tom
Tom
Hanks is
Hanks.
out there
Yeah,
too.
Tom Hanks too. He left. I think he's in
Oh,
Greece or
shit.
something because it's legal out there to be what he
With
is.
little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Allegedly.
Tom Hanks is really on that time. That's not a joke. Oh man, alleged. Just in
Alleged.
case. Just in case he liked the little kids. But everybody was going crazy because I posted on my Facebook today. Donald Trump hugging Jeffrey Epstein. I know that picture is fake.
Yo,
But I
you know,
know, that he does.
there
I
are
know that.
pictures of him with Epstein.
Oh
He
no,
used to
even
rub
better. You
shoulders.
got
He used to get
videos.
little girls from Epstein too. Like people need to really stop
Yo,
acting like this
and I'm
dude
not even going to
wasn't
say
on the
alleged with
planet.
Trump.
He
You
was
got
on the island.
You got videos. You talk about Trump. Talk about everybody's a pedophile, but you got videos of Trump hanging out with Epstein, cracking jokes with him, and then when he got interviewed by Epstein, the first time he said he don't know him, and then the second time he said, "Oh, he liked them young." How do you know him if you don't know him? Like because the video surfaced out after he got charged in Florida with a little pedophilia thing.
He was on Epstein Island. Period.
Yeah. He flying Epstein's jet. That's Epstein's jet right now. That's in the air that Trump be on. Like, yo, y'all gotta do research, man. Anybody support Trump, y'all supporting a pedophile directly or a potential pedophile. I don't know. Or rapist.
You trying to get people mad at us?
I
right
know.
now,
I'm starting that trouble.
Woo.
You know what? Your candidate got no substance. He don't got no plans or nothing.
Listen though, speaking of pedo, I'm hearing that they had they're giving letters to cease and desist to Kendrick so that he doesn't call Drake a pedo while he's doing Not Like Us.
I would do that too if I lost. What other leg I got to stand on?
They're really trying to give them cease and desist letter like.
And Kendrick ain't trying to come out that pocket, so he gonna shut up. Cause here's the thing: is say everything you want to say about me. You won the battle. I agree, you won, but you're not gonna be calling me no pedophile. Like, cut that shit out. I don't got a history of touching nobody. You're not gonna associate me with all these other guys out there really doing the real
Drake,
thing.
I see you like I'm young.
I don't think Drake is. I don't think
Cell Block 1.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say. Everything else is funny, and Kendrick won that joint. But I don't think Drake is a pedophile.
They're gonna play Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. You know what's gonna happen? He'll probably just not say a word and let the whole crowd say it.
Get paid.
And then
the
whole crowd will say the whole, just like he did at that concert on what was that, Juneteenth. That was hilarious, yo. Like he could just play it and just let the audience say it.
Yo, he said, yo, Cardinal said, Drake feelings hurt. That's a fact.
Drake is his feelings gonna be hurt for the rest of his life, yo.
Man,
the fact that Kendrick is gonna be on the biggest stage in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
thank Jay-Z, man.
Whether he does Not Like Us or not, people know. They're gonna be listening to all his music now. Like anybody that does Super Bowl, they don't get paid for it, but they're getting like major promotion being on the Super Bowl. So all of their streams go up, their album sales go up.
Yeah, everything.
But Kendrick, the only thing confused me with Kendrick, he's the only one that wasn't really chasing the money. Because to me, he was always a hidden gem. And he wasn't chasing it like he should, like I thought he would. Because if you're a talented, multi-talented person, you're well respected on so many different platforms. When you chase the money, he really didn't chase it because he could have been collaborated with a lot of different rappers, made money here and there, put out albums a long time ago. And I'll be a fan listening to him because I think he's a lyrical genius. I think he's upcoming. I think he still got a little work to do, but I think he's gonna be riding that. Once they get on the Kendrick wave, it's gonna stay there for a minute. Yeah. People gonna be there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I almost think he's I almost think he's better than J. Cole. But nah, J. Cole. I listened to J. Cole recently. I was like, nah, son.
It's not with them two. You can't compare.
I don't want to because
you can't do it because they're two different types of.
I see some rappers though.
Like, no, listen, Kendrick is when he puts his stuff together, it's like that dude is interesting, like OD interesting. The way he puts his not even just his lyrics, just the records. You know what I mean? Like the body of work that his records are like. We Gonna Be All Right. Like I'm not listening to just what he's saying. I'm listening to how the whole beat is put together, how the whole record is from the hook to the breakdown to the second hook, and you know how like I'm seeing just the whole structure of being because I'm an artist, so I'm looking at it in that way, and it's just dope the way they do it. Like J. Cole is more like how I am.
Conscious rapper.
Well, he's definitely conscious, but when I say more like I am, I mean like I could take an MP3 and just record some dope verses over it in the hook and call it a day. You know what I mean? And that's what most of J. Cole's music is like. It's like you got your hook, I mean your verse, your hook, your verse, your hook, your like Kendrick's be having ups and like all over the place. Like he changes the beat up in some of the records, like towards the end. Like he goes in.
J. Cole, when J. Cole first came out, I was excited because I was like, yo, this dude is young. But he sound like an old school rapper. He sound like the rappers like Jay-Z and
I
Nas.
love him for that.
That's what I thought was hot. It's like he had an older style, older swag for his age.
Yeah, and him and Kendrick both have dope stage performance too. Definitely.
I gotta listen to them. I gotta listen because I don't listen to none of them. So I gotta check them out.
Damn, Red.
Damn, Red.
That's why I'm quiet. I don't know nothing about them cats at all.
Oh, so you gotta start from the beginning now. You gotta listen to Drake's first. I mean, not Drake. Kendrick's first album and J. Cole's first album, and see to where he's got to now. Like he's dope.
We got to give Drake his flowers though, because think about it. Who would think a rapper like him has been in the game for this long, still out there just dropping, saying?
Because he's not just a rapper though. Like that's
I give him respect. Yeah, he's just be slapping.
Yeah, but he's not a rapper though. He's an entertainer and he's a singer. Like
yeah.
He's not a rapper. Like he crossed over.
And plus, he was doing some gay stuff on that that TV program too.
Degrassi.
He's
yeah.
an actor.
Was he gay?
No, he was kissing people. Nah, ain't that. Nah.
He kissed dudes. I don't remember that on Degrassi.
On Degrassi, he's what I just seen.
But listen, he's an actor. Listen, being that he's an actor, he's been acting like a rapper.
He went to Juilliard. No, I'm lying. I don't know, but I don't know.
It's just like Omar from The Wire. You know what I'm saying? He said he had like a fight with his sexual thing.
He said that.
Yeah, he said it and everything.
Or Breakfast Club.
When you do this on TV and you hugging and kissing and all that other stuff, I don't think that's acting. I think he was mixed up because ain't he's. I ain't even gonna say.
I mean, but listen, realistically, when it comes to Hollywood, that's why they call it Hollyweird, because they're always doing some extra shit.
You got some guys that want to do it though, like
making kids do it, making teenagers do it. Yeah. Like they're just sick.
No, like, but that's an art though. It's an art because you got to remember the guy from the what's that 50 Cent Power book. The dude in there, Dre, one of the dudes that's the son of Mary J. Blige.
Yeah,
I thought he was a gay man just playing gay roles in a movie and a thug and a gangster at the same time. No, he's not gay. Supposedly he got a woman and everything.
That don't mean a damn.
He just an artist. He basically said.
I with that.
Here's the thing. The interview was he's like, I just want to show that I'm multi-talented and I'm diverse.
That's how he gets his itch scratched, is by doing that type of shit.
But what we gotta say about Will Smith though, because Will Smith played a role.
We already know Will Smith is on that Hollywood shit, man.
Yeah, he definitely a poppy boy.
I 100% believe, dude, when he said he walked in on him and Dwayne. What's his name? Dwayne Martin,
and they get his back out.
I heard that.
I believe that.
True?
I believe.
I would say this. They used to go to my church. Tisha Campbell, Dwayne Martin. They used to go to my church. It's called Agape Family Worship. When I was into Christianity and I was going to church, that was a church right in Rollway. They was going there. I used to see Tisha Campbell there sometimes. Dwayne Martin used to play the drums, like he played instruments and stuff like that. So I was excited just to see them there. And then the girl from Belly, Keisha, she was singing in the choir with my sister. So I got a chance to see Keisha. Remember the girl that was greasied up and Belly?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chocolate
yeah,
sister. Yeah, I
You
was
talking about
excited.
the
Like,
chick
yo,
from,
I know
from the
you.
Bronx Tale. That's the
Yeah,
girl
yeah,
from
Bronx.
And she
Bronx.
from the Bronx Tale too.
She
See,
gonna
look.
she gonna always be from the Bronx Tale.
Bronx,
I
But
was,
nah,
yeah.
I was like, this church is lit, man. They got celebrities in here. So I
listen.
started going because of that, because I'm a kid.
One reason why the music industry and Hollywood is the way it is because they never established any type of no sexual harassment. like you can't even go to work at certain jobs. Like they make you do sexual harassment training like
Changing,
once a
yeah.
year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in Hollywood and the music industry, they don't have none of that. So mofos was taking total advantage of that shit and just running with it. Like from dude with the movies. What's the one that went to jail? I can't think of his name right now.
Weinstein.
Oh, Tyrese? No, I'm
No,
just joking.
Weinstein.
I had nothing to do with it.
Weinstein,
Yeah.
he was the Puffy of the movie industry. You know what I mean? Then you
Yeah.
got Puffy. Actually, the guy that's worse than Puffy is the one that mentored him. I can't remember that dude. That's a white dude.
Yeah.
You know, but then you in the industry, it's like that's just that's the culture.
It's how much
You
you
know,
want to get famous,
behind
how much
closed
money you want.
door.
Because think about it. You got these cats in the hood, and let's say you got a little talent and a white guy see it. Not white guy, just a person in general that's going to take advantage of you. They're going to say, listen, I know you ain't like this, but if you do this, I can get you this. And they look at you, yo, what you going to do?
And the
A lot of men-
modeling too.
And men
Modeling
will
is
be like,
another industry.
and men will be like, nah, I'm not doing that. What are you talking about? But when they sit there and have a suitcase with $50,000 in it, some of these dudes are buckle. It's sad to say, but let's be realistic.
That's
A
why
lot of these
Tank
guys
saying
in the
that you
hood,
ain't gay if you suck a dick a couple
think
times.
about it. Think about it. Screw the fact that I might send you, get you a check and it might bounce. No, I got a whole suitcase right here. And I'm gonna go like this, pop it open and show you all this money and say, yo, it could be yours if you do X, Y, Z. And you know what I'm saying? And then guess what? You do it. Now he gonna want something bigger.
Yeah.
I got more money. I got 100K now. What's up?
And plus,
And before you know, you're indoctrinated. Now you
then you're gonna turn into a Meek Mill.
Yeah, and plus everything comes back out. Everything is 360. So if you go in there and you thinking that you're gonna take that money, and then you just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do it one time, such and such and such. Nah.
You get open off of it because then at some point you start to like it, right? To a degree, you'll actually start to like it. Then you'll start feeling guilty that you like it. Then once you start feeling guilty that you like it, now you want to stop doing it. That's when you want to come out and say, I was seduced.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing to I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All those Negroes ain't no goddamn victims. Some of those even do it getting bread, and they realize, oh shit, I can get more money if I say he victimized me, because right now he's so guilty of a lot of other situations. So why not throw me in there? I don't think he did it to all those cats. I think some of those cats wanted it, and he gave them a few dollars here and there. I'm gonna be honest. That's my opinion. Everybody getting money
Rick
now.
Ross and Puffy though. Didn't they kiss on stage? Didn't Puffy and Rick Ross kiss on stage?
Rick Ross, Ricky Rose?
Yes. How you think Rick Ross blew up? Just think about it.
Mm-hmm.
All of the artists that blew up under Puffy,
and
think
Jay-Z,
they didn't blow up because they wasn't being a bottom? Come on, allegedly.
What, a power bottom? I like that when Charlamagne or Breakfast Club call it a power bottom. That's funny.
Nah, I was appalled when a gay dude actually explained what a power bottom is.
Yeah, rocket bottom.
I don't even want to know.
I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want to get us kicked off of TikTok. But it's something that I wish I can unhear. Listen, I don't got no problem with people that live their life the way they want. That's up to you. I have no hate in my heart towards any type of LGBTQ I ain't
Element of
putting
P.
the P on that.
Element of P.
No P on there.
You gotta add it. They added their stuff. Pedosexual.
I will never respect or that.
Yo, I could have. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that, I was like, "Where that P stand for?" They said, "Oh, that's pedosexual."
Well,
Like
what
it's-
bumps
like
me
it's a-
out about that is
like
like,
it's-
okay, because you have a problem that you are attracted to a child, there is no consensual type of exchange going on there. You know what I mean? You're literally taking advantage of somebody that does not understand what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like at least with the LGTB, you know, everybody, they're consensual. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they doing, and I give it up to gay men. Like they are so gangster. Like they will walk up to, hey, sexy, how you doing?
the only
Let's
thing
go.
I
They don't
will
even ask
say-
each other's names.
I see some on
That's
Law and Order. Law and Order when he was dating this young girl, but she wasn't young. She just had that disease, that young disease. So they was kissing it. They was kissing in public. And funny thing is, Harry Rowland is like, oh no. There was somebody about to beat them up. They're like, no. She's older. They're like, what? They're like, no, she's older because they just came out of court and they start kissing. And somebody tried to tackle. They want to beat his ass.
She looked like she was 12.
Yeah, and she did that. Yeah. She was in a foster care going from parent to parent when she already in her 20s.
Wait, what is this from? Is it from
Law and Order? Yeah,
okay, yeah, I seen that episode. I seen that.
Wow, right? I was like, oh,
that was crazy.
Maybe they need them for pedophiles. Maybe if we ain't gonna take them out, eliminate.
Nah,
them,
they're not on there. They don't get. I leave them off of my LGTB.
She said LGTB.
QP. He said
QP.
What he said Puffy was rubbing Rick Ross's stomach. Let me find out. Oh yeah. Yo, when I heard the story about Carl Winslow though, that broke my heart, man. I was like, really?
But you could tell he was gonna be like that anyway.
How?
From the Family Matters? No. If you look at the Family Matters, he was too macho. Like he was just.
He was acting macho. Though, but
what about Philip Banks though? Philip Banks, another one. Come on, what about Philip? Banks?
Philip Banks. No, but the
James Avery.
But the dude on Family Matter, the father, he's gay, so I think he was tapping little Eddie at the end. So, you never know. Allegedly. You never know. Like George, like George from.
But Jefferson, this is what I'm saying. Like people have a tendency to confuse the character with the person. You know what I mean? Like they think that because they played this character, like this is how they are in real life. Like nah, most actors are zesty. Period. Just because you have to be of a certain type of energy to be able to act.
Okay, so tell me this.
And the extent that you take your acting is really just on the type of person and the spirit you have that you allow yourself to go that far. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Marlon and Wayne, do you think they go both ways?
Nah,
I just definitely not Marlon. The other, what's his name?
Sean.
I wonder about Sean.
Sean do a lot of stuff, but that's what they write in their skits, and I think. From actually the interview with Marlon Wayans and Club Shay Shay, it breaks it down even further.
I love that interview.
That was an excellent interview, and I would say, and look how many views it got. Club Shay Shay went viral mad times.
Absolutely, because what's the Vlad TV over here talking shit about Marlon Wayans? How dare you charging 40,000? Like
that's nothing.
Who you think you talking to, Vlad? Go sit your ass down somewhere. You talking about Marlon Wayans like that? You bugging.
Chill. We might be trying to get on Vlad one day. No, I'm just joking.
I want him to come get me. Come get me. Sure. I ain't nobody scared of you, Vlad. Go ahead. Talk your
look. Allegedly, he got them Alphabet Boys in back of him.
They say that, but I also heard that he was trying to protect a lot of cats because the whole thing is. His whole world is circulated around our culture. So if he start getting us locked up, then nobody's gonna go to him for any type of entertainment, for any type of gain, and he loses out. So he tried to protect. He fought them and all that. And I believe it. You know why? Because that's his bread and butter. Like even with the whole situation where everybody thought that he the one that got Tupac killer, alleged killer, behind bars, he had nothing to do with it. When they broke it all down, he had nothing to do with it. When they actually spoke about it and they broke it down and they had a few people on the show, no, he had nothing to do with it. But everybody thought it was because that was the headline leading saying that he took those tapes to FBI. He don't need to take no tapes nowhere. FBI really don't need no tapes. They got the interview. The interview's on YouTube. Vlad is smart. He breaks it up in snippets.
I don't believe none of that.
He breaks it. His game is he breaks it up in snippets first.
He's still making money off of black people.
He killing it. Exactly. No, think about how he does it. He put it in snippets so it gets interesting, and then he puts out the full video after like a couple of weeks after you entice. Because you see all these videos.
Look at it from a business standpoint. Who can make me the most money? Oh, black people. Let me go interview them.
Yeah.
Let me talk about their culture. Like what Marlon was saying when he was chewing his ass up. He was like, "That's why you ugly." Yo, Marlon is freaking hilarious, bro.
He's a $2 trillion we are a $2 trillion economy, black people. So it's like when people try to say that we don't have nothing to contribute to society in America, America only makes $4 trillion, and we spend. We don't know how much we earn as a group, but we actually spend over $2 trillion.
I'm gonna get.
So if that's the case, then we make more than half of the Americans' GDP of how much money it brings in from taxes.
I'm gonna go even deeper with it. America's entire structure in terms of the business aspect of it, Washington D.C., the way it's all designed, having all these different architectures, that they made these buildings out of, that's all black. All of it is black. So not only do we have a $2 trillion, buying power, but we've also created this entire civilization, even though they stole the information and tried to build it, in plain sight because we don't know it. It's all black.
But you know what I found funny? Some cat was like, "What are you guys talking about?" He said Egypt is right here because they got Memphis over here, they got Cairo over here.
Yeah, they talk about
and that's in
Canyon,
and that's why I said that's why you got to go to school and get some education, because if you understand that America was founded by Freemasons was aligned with what? Egypt. They was aligned with Imhotep. They pay homage to Imhotep. You go to any Mason lodge, they got information that supports the claim of Imhotep for a reason, because they align with them. So obviously, if they the ones as the founders of America, this so-called United States, before 13 colonies, then it became United States. They the ones that put out the names of the cities and all that stuff, and made the Washington Monument have 555 stairs and all this kind of height and whatever, distance and all that stuff. All that stuff is designed and strategic.
Weird shit. That's
no, but
weird.
all that is, here's the thing. To an average
it's not that
it's
it's not that it's weird. It's ancient knowledge.
Yeah,
that is very powerful ancient knowledge, and they took it.
Yeah, they took it and made it something what they wanted to make it. That's why I said it's weird.
They created because they knew what they was doing.
Because they took something and knew what it was and said, okay, let's flip it and make something else out of it, and they keep turning it. And that's why we don't know our history, because they always say it's their history.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because they always try to twist it around and say that the Greeks created what they call the Pythagorean theory. That ain't Pythagorean shit. Pythagoras got that from the ancient schools in Kemet. Just like Plato's ass went there too, and Socrates, they went there, and that's where they got all their philosophy that they always gonna come back and talk about is, we came up with this and we're the foundation of society. Even their architecture was fucked up until they went over to Kemet in Africa, which is now called Egypt. People in Egypt, I don't know if it's all of them, but these people really think that Egypt is not a part of Africa. They really think that now because the Arabs there, that the Arabs have, the Arabs invaded, hundreds of years ago. So now they really feel like, oh no, this ain't Africa. This is part of the Middle East. Like, no, it ain't.
Yeah,
Egypt is in Africa. It's an African country. Like they won't call themselves Africans.
Yeah, but when you look at all the statues, and when you look at all the a lot of statues got the nose missing off of it, because that's a complete distinction of being an
For black
African. You
people.
got that big nose, so they knew to shoot that sucker off. It was a guy going around with, I think, like a Tommy gun, shooting them shotgun, just shoot, bow, bow, shoot the nose
But
off.
look,
Napoleon's little
Because he-
bitch ass shot off the damn Sphinx's nose.
yeah, yeah, but it's just like the Native American and everything. They don't think they black.
They're not even original. And the
Absolutely
Native
not.
Americans, and you
Yeah.
want to hear something funny?
That's crazy.
Native Americans are not even native to America. They just came
Exactly.
before the people
They
that
came,
came
yep.
here colonized.
Yeah,
They're not even
Well,
original. They
not
come
all
from
of them,
Central Asia.
because there are some Native Americans that were descendants of Africans too that came over here.
Now that's the
Yeah.
ones I'm talking about, because you got
Yeah.
the other ones come from Central Asia, Mongolia,
Yeah.
and all those places.
Yeah.
They came from that
Those are
region.
the red face ones. The red
Yeah,
face
yeah,
Native
yeah.
Americans. Those are the ones
Yeah.
that are descendants from Asia. But then you have
Yeah.
the ones that are descendants from the Aborigines in like Australia. You know,
Yeah.
they black.
yeah,
They was
yeah.
black.
You
black.
got. I look at who I think is very awesome, and she's been spreading the word around real good. Jane Elliott. Jane Elliott gets all my
Jane
respect.
Elliott is the
Her
goat.
experiments
Bro.
is awesome. She's a
She
goat
is
for
the
real.
goat. And I wish that we can do like that with all the people that support Trump. Put all of them through one of Jane Elliott's experiments and see how they react to that shit. That one when that girl was like, she's like, "You're being mean, and I can't take it anymore, and you're not being fair." And she walks out and she goes, "Did I do anything to her? Did anybody see me touch this girl? Was she in any type of danger?" And she just got up and walked out. And she's like, "That's black people can't get up and walk out when they're getting all, all this discrimination." You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. So my new term, and I'm gonna share this with the world. So I'm not coining it because I heard this one already, but I'm gonna coin the other one. They're starting to call white people, white Americans, they're calling them European Americans, just like how they want to call black people African Americans, Chinese Americans,
Sound good to me.
Mexican Americans. They are now called European Americans. That's one. And two, the racists, this is the one I'm coining. I'm gonna start calling them cancer. They're called cancer tumors. So anytime, any I'm like, oh, you would one of them cancer tumors. Fuck cancer.
Cancer
Because that's what they are. They're literally the cancer to our society. Like, these are the people that are just the cancerous, and when they get close enough to some people, then they spread their shit on to the next. And, and then they, I mean, it's not contagious, but it's infectious.
I think we need to add some of the homies from the hood there too, because there's a lot of brothers I know that's cancerous to society and cancer to their situation. You get guys that get all the opportunities and they still screw up. I hate people like that. Not the ones that don't have a pot to piss in and don't have no opportunities, but you got ones that got opportunities that. And I be sitting there saying, like, bro, you don't know how good you got it. You got your health, man. You could breathe. Why you out here begging? You can go get that money.
Well, you over that's a whole nother psychological type of situation that you got to see it for more objectively. Like, one, you do have generational trauma. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, we'll just go as far back as you being in your mother's stomach. Whatever your mom was dealing with, you're dealing with. You know what I mean? And she was pregnant by her mother, so whatever her mother was dealing with, she inherited that, and she passed that on to her next child too. Like, and I know that this shit is real from my own experiences of doing my integration and healing work. Like, I had this insatiable hate for my grandmother, and I barely knew this woman. Like, I knew her a little bit. Like, I barely, like, I can't remember really spending time with my grandmother like that, because I just wasn't around her. It's not my fault. It's just the way it was. So to have such a deep, insatiable hate against her, I'm like, where this coming from? It had to have came from my mother. You know what I mean? Even though she denies, oh, I love my mother. My mother was amazing. Like, you know how when somebody passed away, nobody want to talk the real shit about them. They want to try to make them out to be a saint. You know what I mean? Like, nah. y'all, some of these motherfuckers wasn't shit.
Like these motherfucker ain't shit in this. Bury this motherfucker and keep it going.
Nice.
Word.
Get
Like
him
there
out of
was a
here.
lot of, especially the boomers, like they was really abusive to their kids, emotionally, physically, and I could say just in my family, a lot of my aunts and uncles, most of them winded up in drugs. Why would they wind up in that space if there wasn't something going on internally that they were
Inside
battling
the
with?
family.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
That
my,
was more than likely produced because why my grandmother probably wasn't happy. Why? Because her husband was cheating on her. You know what I
that's
mean?
true. Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because I want to talk a little bit about people that drink alcohol and I got a couple of friends that when I was up in New York and they battling against alcohol abuse. I call it alcohol abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
prune juice.
Mm-hmm.
and and I want to talk about it. A couple of them say, "Can we speak on that for a little bit about
Mhm.
people that like you know what I'm saying? Where can they get help? How can they get help? And
Well,
stuff like
one the first step to getting help is to admit to yourself
that.
that
So
there's a
yeah,
problem
hmm
and that you need help.
yeah,
Like some
101.
people can't even get past the part that there's a problem because some of
yeah,
them don't see a problem with what they're doing. But the best way that they could do that in terms of trying to see the problem is, and I hate to say it in this way, but compare yourself to people that are doing things the way that you would like to have lived, have your life set up. And are
yeah,
they doing the same thing that you're doing? Are they drinking as much as you are? Are they,
yeah,
spending money on this as much as you are? Like, just use that as that's just a light comparison. Don't beat
yeah,
yourself up about it.
yeah,
Once you could identify, like, okay, so there are some differences here. Now you want to start to recognize your patterns. Like, any addiction, for you to break it, you have to tap into the routine
yeah,
of, because even people that smoke cigarettes, they
yeah.
eat, smoke a cigarette, take a shit, smoke a
Smoke a
cigarette,
cigarette. Get up,
take,
smoke a cigarette.
they have a routine on how they do things, so you
Yeah,
got to start
I
breaking
did
the
that.
routine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
definitely did that. Yeah,
so people that are drinking, like, okay, so if you know that anytime you out with your friends you got to have a drink, try one time not having a drink.
drink.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Just
Baby
start
boring.
taking baby steps, because you got to think of your brain is formed off of repetitious movements. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or repetitious, this is why if you believe something and you keep thinking it long enough, or better yet, let me rephrase that. If you think something long enough, you'll start to believe it. That's why I
yeah.
say people say a lie, they'll start to believe their own lie, because
Mm-hmm,
over time of you consistently practicing a specific thought process or actions, your brain
mm-hmm,
starts to create these neural pathways. And now, in order for you to change that, you have to start making steps towards the next direction. So, like I said, whenever you notice that you have a drink at certain times of the day,
right.
or times of the week,
Mm-hmm.
choose to do something else, like, or put it off another hour. You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
drinking at 5 o'clock, like, I'm gonna wait till 6 o'clock, and then when 6 o'clock go around, push it, I'm gonna wait till
Put
seven
you at
o'clock,
7 o'clock.
and then
That
by
happens.
7, you usually getting ready for bed, maybe, or just keep pushing it back to a point where you could take your mind off of it. Go do something else. Whether it's watch TV or journal. You know what I mean? Just write about how you're feeling right now, why you want to drink. Why are you having this feeling, this that you want to drink? What do you expecting to feel right now? From drinking. So
Mhm.
once you
Yeah,
can identify how you're feeling and what's making you want to drink, now this is where the real work comes in, because the point of healing, or not the point of it, I should say more like the prefaces of healing, is when you can start to identify how you're feeling, gaining that emotional intelligence. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
notice
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not feeling happy right now.
Mhm.
There's something
But
going on that you're not happy about. So you're
and
trying to find a
yeah,
way to make yourself happy. So you're associating drinking with happiness.
yeah. And that's true because two of them was an abusive relationship, and that's when they started drinking.
Yeah.
And then once they out the relationship, that's what their happiness go to. They want to drink to be happy and
Yeah.
everything. So
And
my thing is this. No, go
go
ahead.
ahead. No. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no. I want to say, do you think rehab is good or
Yeah.
bad?
Well,
Or
what's beneficial about rehab is when it takes you out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like you're out of, especially if you go away to rehab. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's putting you in a totally different environment. It's setting you up with all the tools and just the necessary energy to get you there. However, if you're not tuning in with yourself,
it
then the
ain't gonna work.
rehab is not going to take as well because
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
receptive to it. You know what I mean? You still think that you good the way you are versus
yeah,
really identifying like, yo, I'm really not happy right now. Okay, what
yeah,
can I do to make myself feel happier other than this? You know,
yeah,
another thing that people can use when it comes to trying to break some type of addiction, whether it's cigarettes, alcohol, anytime you're drinking from now on or smoking, whatever it is that you're doing that you know is unhealthy, you say to yourself as you're doing it, this is the most loving thing that I could do for my body right now.
Yep.
Keep
Beetroot
doing it,
juice.
saying that. Keep
mhm.
saying that to yourself every single time you drink. Yo, Kurt, I can't stand you. But seriously, like, when you
Yeah,
can, this is the most loving thing that I can do for my body and my health right now. You know, it's like the more you keep saying that every time you do it, eventually you're gonna be like, nah, this really ain't the most loving thing that I could be doing for my
do.
body right now. You
But
know,
because
so
and that's how I stopped smoking cigarettes because I was catching pains in my chest and arm. And
mm,
Oh,
and once I did it twice. I caught it the first time and I brushed it off. But later on that day, I tried to smoke a cigarette again. The same thing happened to me. So
mm-hmm.
I quit cold turkey right there. I left it
Yeah,
alone. And
because you
plus,
associated it with a negative experience.
no, I associate with my father's death anniversary coming up.
Yeah,
That's
with a
what
negative.
scared
That's
me.
what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
negative
yeah,
experience. Like
yeah,
as long as you keep, like most people that smoke cigarettes, they feel like that's how they can relax because
yeah,
they
yeah.
have a positive reason why they feel like they should do this. Like, oh, it helps me relax. Oh, when I'm stressed
Yeah.
out, it helps me calm down. Like
Mhm.
they have it associated with a positive experience. But like what you're saying, and that's the same way I stopped smoking because I did used to smoke cigarettes 20 years ago. And
Okay.
this was when I didn't know I had cancer at the time, but I had smoked a cigarette and it made my body feel weird. And then
Yeah.
I brushed it off like you, same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And then I did it again and I noticed it. I was like,
Nah, this ain't
nah,
right.
I'm done. And I stopped
Yeah.
cold turkey, just straight
Yeah.
cold turkey. I mean, I
Yeah.
unfortunately I did wind up finding out a few months after that I had stage 4 cancer.
Cancer. Yeah.
So
wow.
I was
That's
feeling
crazy.
the pain, the cigarettes were aggravating the cancer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I felt that. So,
Well, yeah.
that's just made me quit cold turkey. But again, I associated with smoking with a negative experience.
Experience.
So
Also,
now that made me want to stop.
I
Mhm.
also think that and like when that happens to you and me, we are supposed to be here for a purpose too. That's how
Absolutely.
I put that as we not finished yet doing what
Nope.
we supposed to be doing in here. So you know what I'm saying. So I think and I always say there's always somebody looking out for me because when I was in the streets, I should have been past already. You know what I'm saying. But I'm still here and I'm doing what I love, teaching. So
That's
I
what's
just
That's
up.
want
what's up. God bless you, man. Real
yeah
talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yo,
I'm
man.
grateful for you too,
yeah.
because
You're
I
a
get to
testament.
experience you too.
Yeah, because I just want to let people know that you can turn this around.
Hmm.
You can definitely
It's never
turn
too
it
late to begin.
around to be good. I don't care what you did in them streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I even got a best friend. She was smoking crack at 15.
Wow.
Right now she's helping people. She's helping, and plus her son got killed when he was 2019 or 20. So she's helping people right now and everything. And like I said, she was in Park Hill hard. Like I used to see her and sell and do all that. And now she's here helping people.
That's what's up.
So when I tell people, when you hit rock bottom, you can always come back up.
That's true.
Ain't
But
no
you
other
gotta
way.
want it.
Ain't nowhere, no other direction to go but up.
Yeah. But you
Like,
gotta want
real.
that.
Yeah.
You gotta put that work in, and you gotta want that and everything.
More importantly, you got to see that it's possible, and trust me,
Yeah.
it's possible.
It's possible.
It's
Yeah.
definitely possible because anything is possible, and the same way how you can believe that it ain't is the same way how you can believe that it is. You're using the same type of energy, just two different directions. You could make a choice and change it. Like nobody ever said that you have to suffer. Nobody ever said that you have to feel bad. Nobody ever said people carry this shit like if it's a medal or something. You know what I mean? They carry the depression and
badge
the
of
anger.
honor. Yeah.
Like it's a badge of honor. It's like, nah, you can put that down. Nobody said that you have to hold on to that. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like I even have when I started to truly learn about these principles and then apply them to myself, like realistically, like it was a turnaround just understanding the power of my mind. When I started to really learn the power of my mind, like, and I'm not just saying in a cliche sense, but just how I was talking about earlier, how the neural pathways in your brain, like you literally have thousands of neural pathways in your brain, and you can create more and more every single day. You're not going to say you can't teach your old dog new tricks. Yes, the hell you can.
Yes, you can.
You can keep training your brain to do. You can learn a new skill at any age. You know what I mean? It just takes applying yourself and discipline and consistency. You know what I mean? And as long as you keep doing that, you'll go in that direction. But the thing is like a lot of people just get stuck in this. I'm not worthy. I'm not worth it. There's something wrong with me. So now I'm not worth, doing something better with my life. Yes, the hell you are. If you wasn't worthy, you would not be alive.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't even exist. Not even that you weren't alive. You wouldn't exist.
Yeah. You here for a purpose. You definitely here for a purpose.
Absolutely.
You gotta find out
Neil deGrasse Tyson said it the best. Neil deGrasse Tyson said it the best. He said, for all the people that could be here, ain't here. Meaning that when you and that sperm traveling, going through the egg, out of millions and millions of oppositions against you, you made it. All of them didn't make it. So it's like
exactly. So you
got
here for a purpose.
Absolutely.
And matter of fact, I just put something on Facebook that I just shared. It's a man kneeling in a puddle of water with sneakers around them, and it says all the people that you lost that you didn't grow up with, and that was kind of deep right there. Like, I'm talking about people that got murdered.
Yeah.
You know
I think I seen that. I think I seen that too.
But that made me think, because I was like it really made me think about
out of all of them that went, you still here.
Exactly. And then these people, you're gonna remember them not old. You're gonna remember them when they went young.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so deep, because I'm sitting there like, how would he look or she look at 50 years old, or 50, say something years old? And that's crazy.
And it's real too. It's definitely real. And overall, my final message before we sign off tonight to anybody that's battling these addictions or going through their problems: trust and believe there is sunshine after the rain. It is there. The sunshine is actually behind the clouds. You just can't see it. And if you could just, while you're in that rain, just know that somehow, some way, you're gonna be all right. Eventually you'll start to see that light. That's the light right there. That is the little light that you just keep following and just start making your way towards making baby steps. You can visit my site, manifesthappinessnow.com. I got some info up there. You can book a consultation with me if you need me to help you on your way. You know what I mean? And come continue seeing awareness Awareness Academy 411 and, get our little jewels that we like to drop, and look on YouTube, find different things to reprogram and feed your mind, because you are a powerful being.
And
go ahead.
And the most important thing I tell everybody, give yourself at least 3 months. You know why? Because the same way it took you all this time to program yourself to do all this negative stuff, now you're going to need some time to take it away. No matter if you become aware, you're fully aware of what's going on and you want to change now, give yourself 90 days of repetitions of doing something different.
Facts.
You got to create habits. Create habits of positive habits. That's going to affect your life in a different manner than what's affecting you right now. So I tell people, give it a 90. I could give it a 90 days.
Yeah, that's what it says. Baby steps, baby steps. And I'm even gonna go as far as saying, recognize that if you've been living a certain way for an extended amount of time, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, your cells are now programmed for that. Right. So when you start making these changes and you start going another direction, and then you get to that 90-day, and then you start feeling like, oh, I want to revert, just know that that's because your cells are trying to get you to do it. So who has more power, you, or you gonna let your body tell you what to do? You know what I mean? It's like, nah, you have to understand. And now once you can get to that point where you can resist the urges that your body is gonna try to give you to revert back, and you keep resisting that, now you just opened up a whole new you. Like, that's that next level shit. So, but yeah, like, we don't want to stay on too long, because we gotta, do some things. But listen, as always, guys, love meeting up with you, every week.
Definitely. Love is love.
Absolutely. And Awareness Academy 411. So everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Awareness Academy 411. And we'll see you next time. Peace and blessings.
Peace.